Baby doll, you are a slot machine that you hit a feature on, and then it takes all your money. And then you keep playing, and then it hits another feature. Welcome. It is time to get pumped. Listen to this.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and get the guy go.
That's exactly what we're talking about here. It is time to get pumped. The crypto bull market is repeating. HEX and LINK, to my surprise, are going up, leaving everything else behind. They are early movers. I noticed this started happening, and a few of the other copers in Doomland back in 2022 and also this year, we noticed that sometimes ChainLINK and HEX will do moves before the wider market will do a move. It was actually quite interesting. And surprise, surprise, they are here to pump. That's what we're here for. This is PulseChain, real DeFi. PLS is pumping, friends. It's starting to move up. There's a bit of a delay effect. This is PulseX. I have it on a regular chart. We put it on a log chart. We're hoping and we're praying we get some friendship and justice, because I think PulseX has been oversold. We need to get that friendship juice back. This is both hexes. P-Hex in the candles, E-Hex on the orange line. They are both real DeFi. It doesn't matter where they come from. I want to let you know E-Hex can't go to zero, because PulseChain gets all its value from bridged in Ethereum. Ethereum is actually the internet currency that we're using in smart contract land. I know that sounds a bit crazy because we see Bitcoin as that. Yes, it's true, Bitcoin is, but Bitcoin doesn't do anything on smart contracts. Bitcoin is just digital, New York, cybernetic, real estate. That's all it does. It sits there. It doesn't have the smart contract risk. This Ethereum that gets bridged in gives PulseChain and all the tokens there all the value, and it routes with HEX from Ethereum as well. That's why E-Hex is not going to go to zero. It can get very cheap, but there's always going to be people who get rich on one side with so much money that they say, you know what, I might sprinkle some over here. There is a point where the ratio gets too extreme, and all it takes is people with the other side of the bag to go, you know what, I'm just going to fill up the other side of the bag, and then you capsize it. Just a brief mention as well, we're watching ChainLINK as well. ChainLINK, not only did it pump $8, not only did it pump $9, now it's $10.75 here. I'm going to remind you, I'm going to see many people are going to get trapped. Look, we've had a long time to accumulate. Years. We are now on the cusp of exiting that bear market zone. I want to remind you, I've been saying for a long time, not financial advice, not therapeutic advice, nothing. I'm just saying I would auto buy under $10. Now it's $10.70. Give yourself a bit of slippage. Not the end of the world, but we're starting to leave that zone. If we're going to $13 to $15 zone, it's on you, but I would start to leave limit orders, personally. Even though it could keep going up to 28, and then you have to get it on the way back down. See, this is where it gets hard. Now you're playing in the game of Poopy Land. Do you want to play the game of Poopy Land, where you just run around and swim in the poop? That's why you buy in the depression. Do you see how everybody gets antsy and nervous? Friends, look at this, by the way. We flipped green on the weekly super trend. Then we pulled back into my golden rope. That's it. Bang. There's your long. Now we've thrusted up. I know you love thrusting in that direction. It's a family-friendly show. That you like, subscribe, press the belly button, and all to. Please. Please. As we continue to go up, people are going to start ignoring these moving averages. And it's going to be hard because we don't know what happens at the very, very tops. It could keep going up. But you don't want to be in that position. Your position should involve smashing the buy as much as you can with any spare bullets you have. It's fantastic to see the crypto cycle repeating. The Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle. This is the fractal from 2 bear markets ago. 2015, 2016. Wow. How about that? We are still following it along. I wonder if we're going to continue. Bitcoin is fantastic and great, but needs a lot more people coming in to push it up higher. Don't forget all my lessons. I have said many times, we are just functions of the monthly candle or the weekly candle. That's it. If the month is red, we say it's all a scam. If it's green, we start speculating. Our creators, God, whoever they are, have given us humans on Earth, we're the only species on Earth that we can see right now that speculate on the future. We actually start imagining things. We try to price things in our mind. We go, oh, imagine this. Imagine what HEX, Pulse, and PulseX will do when Richard Hart defeats the SEC. Oh my gosh. See this big fat bubble in your face? 267%. This came out of nowhere in 7 days. They tried to put us down. They called us scammers. They said we're not going to make it. They said we've lost all our money. They said it's all going to zero. It's all trash, no use case. They said we all have mental illness. And I'll say, you know what? They could be all right. You could be all 100% correct. But I don't care. Why? Because of the fundamentals. Metcalfe's law. There are too many people in the nodes of the network right now that I can see, that I can feel, and I've touched every single one of them with consent. They sign on the dotted line. There's a camera watching us. Keep your hands to yourself. There are too many people out there. 140 plus influencers, promoters, content creators, all of them. Loud Megaphone. You can't get this anywhere else. How do I know this? I went and I checked them out. I went and I looked. Habib, where are you? They're not there. Polkadot literally gone to zero right before our eyes, disintegrating. There's so many advantages that are in the HEX, PulseChain, and PulseX community, which is real DeFi. And also, ChainLINK is bug eater DeFi, chosen by the bug eaters. These are two competitive edges that I like. They're different in their own way. I like both. I'm not saying to pick one and go all in one. I'm just saying I like both. But if I really had to get squirted in the face by a water pistol, I mean, it's easy to say this. PulseChain and HEX and PulseX are clearly very deeply contrarian. Anti-consensus, contrarian. Screw it. We're going to pump the music, friends. We're here to pump the music. HEX. Look at this gift, by the way. Look at this amazing gift. This is literally a ladder to the moon. Isn't this crazy? Look at all the amazing things that come in HEX, by the way. Contrarian. Deep depression. You are buying minus 98%, Habib. This is a chart right now, 2.18 cents. If the top was like 53 cents, 2.18 divided by 53. Oh my gosh, look at that, friends. You are buying minus 95.9% from the top. I love that. This is after a rally. I know it sucks for all of us holding, but it's still cheap. It's still market buying. By the way, just want to let you know, this is the combined HEX price. So if you wanted to participate in this, not financial advice, if you had $1,000, you'd put 500 in EHEX, 500 in PHEX. If you want to go buy one only, buy PX, I don't really care, go do that. I'm just telling you, that's how you would participate in it. Also, don't forget, just because they're moving, I haven't forgotten about Pulse and PulseX. I still like them. Cycle 1, new fresh coins, everything is still working as intended. It's all under one umbrella, one ecosystem. All the liquidity is bonded. We're psychologically bonded. Everything is pumping. Don't forget, when it still comes to HEX, PulseChain, PulseX community, still hated. Still misunderstood. No questions asked about that. No one knows what the hell's going on. In fact, it's misunderstood within the own community. When the green candles come, by the way, everyone's going to understand everything. All right, I promise you that, friends. I'll make you, I'll bet you anything. As soon as the green candles come, everyone's going to talk to me about EHEX, PHEX ratio. You're going to have aunties and uncles and grandparents in the street saying, I got my EHEX, PHEX ratio at 0.5 back when everybody was fighting it. They're going to start coming out acting like geniuses. That's going to come later. It was always capable within them. They just didn't believe hard enough. And I know you like it hard. It's a family-friendly show. That's what she said. When the green candles come, it makes everybody smart. When the red candles come, they go, well, it's all a scam. You've seen this time before. You've seen this story before. Don't forget, HEX is still hidden from the rest of the market. So is PulseChain, so is PulseX. Hard to get. OKEX, delisted, Pulse. It doesn't matter. We're still going to win. The future is on-chain. The future has nothing to do with centralized exchanges. Even they know it. That's why Changpeng, CEO of Binance, that's why he's invested heavy into on-chain stuff. We need centralized exchanges. They're great, but the future's on-chain. Strong community. This isn't like guessing or biased either. You want to know what strength is? Strength is being loud. This is 140 plus content creators, HEX, PulseChain, PulseX, the logos. Go to anybody here, Turbo Pulse. Trust me, Mr. Turbo Pulse, he ain't renaming himself to Turbo Litecoin. Oops, did I say that too loud? My neighbor's going to come over again. He's not doing that. Look how sticky it is. Mr. Hexy Bastard, 9-inch exchange, coming soon. No pun intended. He's not going to rename himself to XRP Bastard. Ha ha ha, guys. Not happening. Mr. Hexologist, he's my doctor. He's only giving prostate examinations to me. He's not going to go give a prostate exam to someone who's into Stellar or Polkadot. You see, this is sticky. This is what you want. Some people call it a cult. I call it a cult. I like that word. Some people don't like that word. They want to use the word guild. They want to say like friendship community. No, friends. C-U-L-T. Get over it. All right? Get over it. They're not bad. A cult is just very funny as well, friends. My computer literally blew up as I was writing the word cult. I think the pumps are getting too much. A cult. Telling you, friends, my computer's literally about to explode. The candles are too green. A cult is a passionate group. Don't forget this. A country is also a cult. You say, hey, I was born on this piece of land. I like this flag. I will die for it. You didn't choose to be born on that piece of land. You didn't even like that flag. You didn't choose that flag. That flag is 300 years older than you. Doesn't matter. Humans, we are in the tribe. So, you can either try to change humans or make it easy for yourself. Go to the tribe. Isn't that funny? If only you had a friend who was making thousands of videos who could point out to you a tribe that's not only strong, but also deeply undervalued and is resilient. Don't forget, both PHEX and EHEX are available on PulseChain. I would personally buy my EHEX on PulseChain. Even though you can't stake it there, if you want liquidity provide, I just like PulseChain. Ethereum's good, but it's going to get more expensive. They're going to have some issues, friends. I'm telling you now, Ethereum dudes are going to start battling with the layer 2 guys. It's coming. Why is it coming? Once again, family-friendly show. Too many puns, friends. Why is it coming, okay? It's coming because ETH BTC is going further away from a flipping. All right? You're going to see the early remnants, the beginnings, the bubbling, the early bubbling, the beginnings of the anti-layer 2 type of rhetoric, right? And it's not going to come by Ethereum dudes. They're not going to come out. They're not like us. They don't come out and say, hey, you suck. This is what I think. They don't say that. That's why you listen to me, friends. I'm here to tell it to you straight. These people don't work like that. They're nerds. You know, what they do is they write long articles and they do like Ethereum proposals and they leave like snarky comments, little sentences here and there, which we don't understand because we're peanut brains. That's how they operate, but they're doing the same thing. It's the same human emotion. The human emotion is the price is going down. I feel like trash. Let me sacrifice some decentralization units so we can get the price to go up, so we can compete on speed. That's the future coming. But you're not going to hear that from any other channel. Why? Because they don't love you as much as I do. So we do have a lot to be grateful for. PulseChain is starting to push higher. We saw HEX from Ethereum go up, otherwise known as EHEX. PulseChain's around 40% below day one sack. Look, I personally think I'm being completely unbiased, even though I'm turbo giga long and we all need this to go up. But based off all the comments and everything, we should be back at day one sack. This is ridiculous now. This is really stupid. But sometimes the market needs a bit of time, weeks, for Bitcoin to reprice higher before it gets any confidence. So just to give you an example what can happen, this is Bitcoin, $30,000. Maybe it needs to see Bitcoin at 35K and then testing the zone a bit before it continues up. And then on that second leg up, that's when we make up for all lost gains. That's a relationship of leaders and laggards, because this is basically trading a spread by using two different individual legs. So isn't that exciting, friends? Of course it is. We've got so much more to come. It's not even funny. Bitcoin going up is going to pump all of our bags. We just don't know, though, how hungry is the market for non-Bitcoin crypto? How hungry are they? We know they're hungry. We just don't know the extent to it. Are they going to still be buying Bitcoin, believing in $1 million or 500K? Or are they going to be easily funneled into altcoins now? I think from the bottom of my loins, they're going to be skipping Bitcoin completely and they're going to come to altcoins. Now, it's hard for me to make this decision because I'm very biased, but I really do think this. And it's because the market gets smarter every cycle and everybody knows what's happening. And you know, Bitcoin, you're late to it, man. You know, and you can't do anything on it. So I can just see a world coming in where people go super hungry for altcoins and the contrarian view wins. And the contrarian view is that altcoins are going to destroy Bitcoin. No one believes in that. Everybody says, well, that's it. Bitcoin's going to keep crushing everything because if you bought Bitcoin 10 years ago, that was the number one thing to do. So they're going to buy Bitcoin again today. Now that that is gospel and religion everywhere, I think it can be shattered. It's just going to take some time. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button all. I appreciate you. We're going to keep pumping and I'll catch you soon.